Welcome to Motivate You, the Winner Circle here on This50.com. Your host, June Archer, and I am here with a hip-hop legend. Growing up, I would always tell everybody, oh, we got the same last name. That's family right there. Archer. The Archer name is strong, especially when it comes to this music thing. Yardman, Bodman, please welcome to the show the fam himself, Special Ed.
Peace to the
Peace.
people. Yes, sir. Peace to the people. Power to the people. What's good?
Mr. Archer, what's the good word, fam?
Man, I'm here meditating, man. Just thinking of how a lot of things are happening in the world right now and where we going. You know what I'm saying? So that's pretty much it, man. Right now, we in reality mode.
We're in reality mode, man. It's a pleasure to have you on the show, man. Listen, you blessed us with a classic, Youngest in Charge. You are a hip-hop legend, making music that has spanned the test of time, man. For you, how have you continued to be motivated, man, to continue to push out music? Backstage, we were talking about you getting ready to do a couple of things, wrapping up a couple of projects from our brother Steezo, the late, great brother. How have you maintained the opportunity and the mindset to continue to stay motivated to create music?
Well, that's just already in me. That's built in me. So I'm like a messenger. You feel me? Like you can't stop the message. You feel me? So that's what I'm here for. So regardless of whether it's profitable or whether it's popular or whether it's cool, we gotta disseminate information. So that's what I'm here to do.
And for you, this is hard because I know like your albums are like your children. It's hard to choose your favorite. But if you had to put a finger on the pulse and say, listen, if you go back to listen to any of my albums, take a look at this particular album, because this will give you an idea of how nice I am. Because I'm gonna tell you, Ed, this right here,
Revelations,
my favorite. Don't get it twisted. Youngest in Charge to me is a classic, but Revelations, man, was just where I was. And every once in a while, I go back, man. I play Never Go Back constantly, consistently, man. It's just something that continues to amp me up. But for you, which would be your favorite?
Yeah, that's interesting, man. For me, really, I'm gonna say one of the albums that I put my heart into, a lot of people didn't even get to, is called Still Got It Made. And I got a lot of nice music on there. It was a thing where I had total control of the situation. I didn't really get involved with too much other creative control. And I just loved every song that was on there, man. It was just like inspirational and emotional and put together. It's just so, seamlessly. But, we're dealing with the music game, promotion, marketing, that type of stuff. So I probably will reissue it under my umbrella. Yeah.
How do you feel about the state of hip hop? You came in at a time where a lot of people won't even remember these names. Hitman Howie T, Chubb Rock.
Yeah, Hitman Howie T, man, is a hero. All I can say is Hitman Howie T saved lives in the community. He changed the direction of lives in the community. And he was one of the first producers I knew of that, was just solid. He worked with everybody. And one of the realest individuals I know, period, just in life. I got 4 older brothers. I got, family. I got friends from all over. But Howie has always been like a big brother to me, more so. He's always been real. His energy, Howie don't trip out. He ain't, Howie is just like so fucking cool, man. That's my guy. I love Howie.
Straight laid back. For you,
man.
I want to ask you this. When you look at the current state of hip hop, you look at all these producers have popped up everywhere. The technology has allowed anybody to kind of get in the game. When you look back at Howie T or Marley Marl, Primo, what difference do you see in terms of artist development that comes from the producers?
Well, a lot of it now is self-driven, man. These artists go online, find the beats they want, and just rap to it. You know what I'm saying? And that's really the opportunity we should have been afforded back then, but it was hard to put it all together. No one had recording studios and sessions, because we tried. We made mixtapes. We did all of that. But just the combination of having, you know, an affluent producer in the area that was working with everybody already. Chubb Rock, Lil Sean, Puma, Whistle, UTFO, The Real Roxanne, Full Force. You know, he was just working with everybody. So it was like, man, this is the route to go. And he's on, you know, because sometimes this was happening, man. Like, say me, for instance, right? People know I'm on, been in the game for a long time, and there's certain things that I can do and certain things that I can help with. However, what they choose to do is just prove a point. Everyone wants to prove that they can do things on their own. And that's a big setback that a lot of us have. And we just have to look at being able to accept constructive criticism, advice, consultation, and parenting for that matter. You understand? Because I think youth reject just any idea of someone telling them what to do or how to do it. They want to find their own way. They want to do it themselves, and they're entitled to. But you know what happens with that? You know, you fall through the cracks. There's pitfalls. So you just have to learn to listen, learn to understand that someone has been through this and they guiding you down. You know, they're giving you good advice. Not everybody has good intent, but some people do.
And we talk about foundation all the time, or if you're West Indian, you talk about groundation, right? For you, being the youngest in charge at the time, you were in that same frame of mind. Like you were young, moving. You know, we talked about this earlier, being at shows, trying to collect your money, you know, promoters that are being shiesty, promoters that aren't forthright with information and your money. For you, how did you growing up create the foundation for you to be so young and have so much success at that time and to be able to do it for so long?
Well, my upbringing, a few things. One thing is my parents and my family, my brothers, they all came over from Jamaica. So, and that taught me a whole different mentality as far as looking at life, how other people saw life, just looking back at where my family is from and where we are now. You know, so you just have to look at the bigger picture sometimes. But it grew me up with discipline. You know, my parents cared about shit. They cared about certain things. I mean, down to how you presented yourself, how you look outside to other people, how you behave. And that's normal for a parent to give you constructive criticism and advice out of love. But we as youth always want to be rebellious. We always want to wild out. Everybody want to do everything. You feel me? So that's just the nature of humanity, is that kids have to learn through trial and error and process. And some of them are smart and some of them learn from advice, learn from the mistakes of others. That's the best thing you can always do, because then you don't have to make that mistake yourself.
Do you feel like you ever had a code switch, being Jamaican and then being Black American, being born here, and then trying to, you know, make your way through life? Because, you know, growing up, and I'm certain you've experienced this, you know, being of Jamaican parentage, they tell you there's certain things that you can and cannot do. And then when you go out there, you see everyone else, you're like, man, why can't I? And then you get this kind of power struggle. For you, how were you able to navigate that growing up?
Well, when I was born here, I was born in America by myself. So when I was born here, my mother had me, and my family was in Jamaica, my brothers. They were living in Jamaica. So between that time and I was about 4 or 5 when they moved to America, I was different. I grew up different. I kind of was adapting to the people that I was around. But then when my brothers came in and we all became a cohesive unit in one household, I learned a whole different side of reality. You understand, from the youth's perspective. You know what I'm saying? And that changed a lot also. So I think that, and I think that was good. Some things were good, some things are negative. Everything has a, you know, balance. So at the end of the day, it made me well-rounded, grounded, and prepared.
Do you think you are a better parent, and not to compare the two, but just a better parent where, you know, our parents really didn't really understand our goals, dreams, and aspirations, especially coming from that background culturally. They want us to grow up and have a profession that is, you know, doctor, lawyer, machinist, whatever. Do you find that you are a better parent in understanding because you were able to live your dreams, that you're able to inspire your children?
No, I don't think I'm a better parent. I think that I have a different understanding and a different way of parenting than my parents did, but that doesn't make it necessarily right to the next generation. I experienced the same trials and tribulations all parents face with their children. You know, I go through it just like every other parent. So what happens is, this is the cycle of life. You have to grow and learn. And then you go through understanding, you go through your formative years where you get programmed from birth to 6. And then you go into school where they further program you for the rest of those years. And, you know, you just have to know some things for yourself. You have to be free thinking, learn how to learn on your own, learn how to investigate and things of that nature, man. You can't just accept everything. But for me, it was like I was almost ostracized for being American in my family, quote unquote American, right? So I was born here, so that's cool. I'm the Yankee boy, so I had to grow up dealing with that part, and then go out in the street, and I look different, and you want to question that. So that's almost like how I say I'm not a Puerto Rican, but I'm speaking so that you know. Because people don't know what I am. They'd be like, yo, you Trini, you Guyanese, you know, you this, you that, you Puerto Rican, Dominican, everything, but no one really guesses Jamaica ever. So it's almost like, you know, I had to face adversities in the home and outside the home based on who I was and where I was from. Or born, actually. It's just a matter of where I was born. You feel me? Because
Right.
I have a brother 1 year older than me. He was born the year before me. He was born in Jamaica. So they were all born in Jamaica. So at the end of the day, you know, discrimination and how you view people come from all levels and come from all sides of life. So I really don't judge people based on their belief system, because you only believe what you're taught or what you know to be true. So even with racist people, man, I don't give a fuck, man. You could be racist. If I'm doing business with you, we doing business. This ain't about your race. There's
Right.
people that hate you that have to fuck with you. You understand? In life. And you're gonna grow up. I'm from Brooklyn. I come outside my house, motherfuckers hating. You heard? What I'm gonna do? Go back inside? Fuck out of here. I'm on the block with you. I'm walking right past you. I'm in the store with you. Pardon me. All that. Feel me? So
I mean, that's how we have to adapt,
yeah,
right? I mean,
yeah, we adapt already. So it's no fear. It's not one of those situations where it's like we can be in, you know, I told you, man, like shit is real. Shit
I
is
mean,
real. That's all I can say.
the model is out of many one people. So the mentality is different when you're talking about cross-cultural thoughts, ideas, and the way that you move. So I
Yeah,
get
like
it.
even back in the days, it was almost a sin to be Haitian. You was Haitian, you was what? You know, it was like that. And then it really around, you know, when they started getting fresh and kind of adapting to the American society was when things changed. And that's in New York anyway. Sock passe to all my Haitians out there. You know what it is. You know what I'm saying? But this is real life. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing with all West Indians, Jamaicans. It's like that with Africans too. It's like you face a different type of racism within your own culture, within your own tone. You feel me? It's like, you know, there's many variables and ways that they divide people, and you know that's how it go, divide and conquer. So they split us up into everything, little sets, little gangs, little racial cliques, little organizations, little rights, tights, whatever. You know, there's a whole bunch of shit where, you know, let me tell y'all something. How could I say this?
Just keep it
Fuck,
100,
fuck
man.
y'all causes. Fuck y'all causes until we got human rights. Human fucking rights. Fuck all your causes and groups. Who to this, do that, do XYZ. Fuck everything. Hold on. Let's fix this shit first. This shit been going on way too long. All this other shit just popped the fuck up to distract us.
I like how
So
you
until
put
you
that.
talking about my rights, fuck your shit.
Too
Talk
many
about my
isms.
rights.
Too many
Talk
isms.
about the fucking kids y'all killing out in the street. Let's talk
Mm.
about that.
Do you feel
So
like
that's how I feel.
will we be able to get past this if we start to focus on that in our own communities?
Well, the problem is we need to focus on ourselves, period.
Mm.
And stop worrying about what the fuck somebody else saying and doing. Because right now they controlling your mind state, your emotional state, your health. They fucking with you on every level. So you just got to get away from all that shit and start dealing with self. You know what I'm saying? Start dealing with self and your community and your cause and your people. And stop fucking being broken up into a million groups talking about, oh, we want rights too. Oh, we want rights too. Oh, we want rights for puppies. Oh, we want rights for turtles. Yo, what the fuck, man? What? Like,
Human rights first.
yeah, man, shit is
Human
ridiculous.
rights first. No, I love how you put that, man. I want to talk about this music, man. You kind of spilled the beans a little bit. I know you can't put it all out right now, but how was it working with Steezo, man, and the project that he had coming out? I know you're excited about it, so I want to just give him a little tease of
Yeah,
what you
man,
were
I want
working
to say rest in peace to my guy Steezo, man. Steezo E. He lived out here in Charlotte too, man. So you know, he had a barbershop and was doing his businesses and stuff. And you know, we'd always check on each other. I pop up on him over there. And you know, just you know, that's how it is. We hang out, birthday coming up, whatever. Whoop. So it's very disheartening for me, man. It's very emotionally disturbing. But you know, rest in peace to Steezo. He was working on an album, and we finished it for him. So myself and many other artists jumped in and chipped in, and it's called The Last Dance. And
Mm.
I did a song with me, Steezo, and Tash from the Licks, and that's called Rap Zone. Yeah, that's my
Yeah,
shit.
I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to that. How are things with you and Act Love, man? How's it?
Man,
How's he
it's all
doing?
good, man. Act just had his big 50th, and shit, he's here. We here.
Is he
You
still
feel me?
putting it in reverse? Is what I want to know.
Shit, you got to ask Ack about that. But he DJing for sure. We still on the road. So when I go do shows, Ack is there DJing. You know what I'm saying? He you know, that's another brother. You have brothers from a different mother. That's one of my brothers. You know what I'm
From
saying?
day one.
Bobby T is another. Yeah,
From day one, man.
yeah.
For all these years, man, that you've been putting in the work, man, what continues to motivate you to continue doing what you're doing?
Because I love music. I love music. It's what keep me probably sane, calm me down. You know what I'm saying? With everything going on, just in life. You know, I've been through a lot in my whole life. You know, I'm talking about from birth. So, you know, music is what keeps me grounded and peaceful. Yeah,
Mm. No, I
that's
love
it.
that.
Yeah, I don't listen to too much super Ray music right now. I listen mostly to R&B and oldies and shit I like from my childhood. You know, I don't subscribe to everything everyone else does all the time. You know what I'm
No,
saying? So
and
I listen
you
to
can't.
R&B all day. I be singing with them. Fuck that. I be like, calm me down, nigga. Calm me
So
down.
we got to get you singing on a record, at least something.
Hey, you never know. I might fuck around. You know what I'm saying? I got
Why
my
not?
circle.
Why not? For you, man, who were some of the influences that you had coming up, and who would be your top 5 dead or alive if you had to choose?
If I had to choose, damn. In rap?
Yeah.
Oh, top 5 that are alive. Man, that's a harder question. All right. I'm I'm putting me in there.
All
Because what
right.
y'all gotta understand is what y'all have out here in the market are numerous derivatives of me. So when you get to understand that, you understand how this whole thing plays out. You know, so the one you admire, the one you look up to, you know what I'm saying? Ask them. But in any case, in my case, I would say the one I don't know if it's top 5 dead or alive, but I would say the most influential, maybe to me, would have been like Melly Mel and the Furious Five. That was powerful to me. The message was the one of the songs that changed my life, because I heard the truth being told in a rap, and I was like, oh shit, I could tell the truth too. And then I like Super Rhymes, Jimmy Spicer, rest in peace to Jimmy Spicer. He told stories and amused me and entertained me for 15 minutes, a damn record. So that was I sat there and played that record 1,000 times and learned all the words. Me and my brothers, we had I had a little Fisher Price phonograph, but like my older brother had a turntable. My pops had his little stereo set, the little with everything in it. He got one down. I hooked it up for him. So yeah, man. So just listening to all records. I mean, imagine this: you're a child, you stuck in the house most of the time or whatever. Not stuck, but it's like you got the option of what you want to do. I want to play all these records in here, and the ones that I like, I'm gonna keep playing over and over because I like them. So that's how I started getting into music. As a child, I had a Fisher Price phonograph, and me and my brother shared it. It was a shared gift, and it worked out great.
Nah, that's dope, man. I wanna play this game, man. I've been playing with a couple of people, man, called University of Dope. We're gonna play it, special ed edition of University of Dope. Popular opinions are welcome. This is fun. It's hip hop, and it's interesting that you even mentioned one of these songs that I'm getting ready to share with you. So we're gonna do a little quick speed round, which the most influential rap song of all time. Is it A, The Message, Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five? Is it B, Rapper's Delight, Sugar Hill Gang? C, Planet Rock, Africa Bambaataa and the Soulful Sonic Force? Or D, Sucker MCs, Run DMC?
Well, for me, it was A. But I think all of them had their own impact on the whole thing. Because yeah, Planet Rock, come on, that was a whole movement. And these are the other records. See, I didn't even get to my top 5. I didn't even get to say like those songs. You know what I'm saying? Like Fat Boys, just the position they came from. Curtis Blow, he was creative. Daydreaming was one of my favorite songs. When I see Curtis Blow, I'd be like, yo, son, please do Daydreaming. And he look at me kind of laugh sometimes. And I'd be like, no, I'm serious, man. As a kid, I fucked with Daydreaming. That shit was crazy to me. And I used to go roller skating at Empire Roller Rink.
Wow.
As a child. Yeah, so, when that shit like that come on, it just be a vibe. Like they got certain songs come on in the roller skating rink and it turned into a vibe. You feel me? And then a lot of shit like, I couldn't skate. I can't skate backwards. I'm going to just go ahead and tell y'all now. So when it's time to skate backwards and they start playing that slow shit, I'm going to the middle of the spot where everybody's standing up, and I'm gonna just go ahead and look and try to see if you know what I mean.
It's just chill. It's just chill. All right. So you're stranded on a deserted island. Which album would you listen to? A, Black on Both Sides by Mos Def. B, The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill by Lauryn Hill. C, 3 Feet High and Rising, De La Soul. Or D, The Chronic by Dr. Dre.
Oh damn! I don't know. I have to pass.
All right.
I don't know which I prefer out of that.
If these 4 MCs were on the same track today, who would come out on top? A, LL Cool J, B, Rakim, C, KRS-One, or D, Big Daddy Kane?
Ah, come on, man. Y'all going too hard with that. That's hard because they all got their own lanes, man, and they nice with it. You don't understand. You can't do that stuff. You can't pit these guys against each other. These dudes is monsters over here. See, let me just tell you one thing. LL Cool J gonna entertain you, give you the ladies shit, blah blah. Girls gonna be like, you gonna get that, right? Now, what's the other one?
Rakim.
Yeah, Rakim is gonna be all dudes. They're gonna be serious. They're gonna be doing the knowledge. It's gonna be science, and girls gonna be there. Wisdom's gonna be there. So it's gonna be what it is. KRS-One. Now he's going to get the crowd going because of his delivery and the information that he's delivering, and he gets a whole another energy from the crowd the way he interacts. And Big Daddy Kane, come on, that's the lyrical guy right there. That's the smooth operator, bro. You can't do that. Though you can't put those people in the same shit against each other like that, because they all have their own lanes in which they are a monster. They phenomenal in their own right.
See, you got the game now. Now that's what I'm talking. Break it down. That's what I'm talking about.
Man, you can't. Yeah, you got to be
you gotta
fair
break
with
it down for the people.
Somebody making that type of decision would just be doing it on because they under pressure of time. You know what I'm saying? You got to be serious about shit like that. Yeah.
Yeah, Drez played with me and he broke it down really dope. It's just the conscious. I mean, you guys have been in it for years. You guys are practitioners of your field, so your perspective on how you break it down,
right,
is what makes it really, really dope. What's the greatest diss song of all time out of these records? Hit 'Em Up by Tupac, Ether, Nas, C, Take Over, Jay-Z, or D, No Vaseline, Ice Cube?
I would go with Hit 'Em Up. Just for the flow consistency and the track to lyric ratio. The other ones was cool. Some of them didn't fit the tracks, in my opinion. I didn't even really like all the tracks. Like musically, I gotta be impressed. You could rhyme; those are my guys, and they all lyrically gifted. But the track has to support what you pumping. You feel me?
I like that. I like that. If someone wanted to experience hip hop for the first time, which album out of these would you give them? A Low End Theory, Tribe Called Quest. B, Enter the Wu-Tang, 36 Chambers by the Wu-Tang Clan. C, Straight Outta Compton, NWA. Or D, Paid in Full, Eric B. and Rakim?
Hip hop for the first time, I would give them Paid in Full, Eric B. and Rakim. That's what they're gonna need to know to stay alive. Yeah, that other shit they might not get.
They may not get it the first time.
Yeah, they might not get it like that.
If you could bring one back into hip hop, who would you bring back? A, Guru. B, Nipsey Hussle. C, Nate Dogg. Or D, Big Pun?
Hell no, you can't even answer that. That reinstate? Oh, nah.
If you could bring one back from the dead, who would you bring back?
All I could say is the one that I was most personally closest to is Guru, but that shouldn't be a reason to negate any of the others, and that's not even fair. I couldn't even do no judgment on life and death with people. And I ain't gonna put myself in that position, but I will say that, you know, I met Guru and Primo from East New York and the crew out there back in the days. You know, shout out to the East New York crew. You know you ours. And we used to constantly hang out and go back and forth. I used to go over there all the time. You know, I used to be in East New York a lot, you know, doing what I do. So yeah, me and Guru got real cool. We chilled out. We had adventures together, laughable moments, all that good shit. So, you know, that was my guy there. But those other artists are great artists and thinkers, and I think they alive. They alive. I mean, they just not here with us now, but they alive.
That's dope. That's dope. Best hip hop soundtrack, is it Get Rich or Die Trying? B, Above the Rim. C, 8 Mile. Or D, Juice?
I don't even remember all the songs on the Juice soundtrack. I know the 8 Mile soundtrack was hard though. I know that, because sometimes soundtracks get too watery. You feel me? They be like, yeah, what in the pants and shit. I don't know. I probably just go with 8 Mile because I know the Get Rich or Die Trying too. Nah, you know what? Yeah, 50 has some joints in there too. That was cool. I forgot. But yeah, it's between 8 Mile and Get Rich or Die Trying. I think they could tie for that one.
Dope. I know you had a dope hype man, but if you had to rock the stage with one of these, who would be your hype man? A, Spliff Star. B, Flavor Flav. C, Fat Man Scoop. Or D, Lil Jon?
Fleazy. That's my Nazy. Yo, Flav, man, me and Flav go back, like, I don't know all the jokes motherfuckers say, but, you know, just in general, we've always had a bond that's genuine, you know what I'm saying? And I understand Flav 100%. He understand me, you know what I'm saying? And we bond. We got a bond. That's a brother. You know what I'm saying?
He's amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing
I mean, Flav could see me anywhere in the world. time gonna stop. He gonna be like, yo, Ed. What he say to me? Let me tell you what he say every time he see me. Just for yo, Ed, why you so special? That's the one thing he say every single time he see me. Why you so special?
Man, that's dope. Nah, he's a party. He's a party. Stay woke. Out of these four, what is the best politically conscious song? Is it A, Fight the Power, Public Enemy? B, F the Police, NWA? C, Hip Hop by Dead Prez, or Umi Says by Mos Def?
I would start with Fight the Power because it was one of the first ones to be more direct with the language, with pointing the finger directly where it need to go, and with that message. And Chuck D is just you know, in that area, he's just, you know, the best to me. Yeah. He's the very, like, I used to watch them on the road when I started because I used to be on their tours. So we stop at this truck stops, this, that, and the third. They be building. They be at the table with their books and with their lessons and whatever they discuss, and maybe plans, maybe touring and arranging, but whatever it was, like, they was organized, and I like that part. You feel me? They was militant. I've been militant myself, you know, and I thank my brothers for that too. You know, my brothers came and made me militant, you know, just by having to survive, like having to cope with the situation as it stood. And my crib is almost like military, man. Like 3 of my brothers were in the military, but at the end of the day, we had discipline, and we were guided by morals and respect. You feel me? It's like this. When you're an only child, or you grow up in an environment that's you know, no one does anything about it, then you become a certain way in life. You become more disciplined when you're forced to deal with realities. You can't just disrespect somebody. You know what I'm saying? You can't just do what you want and say what you want, and, you know, when you want and how you want, because then you facing real consequences. Like, that's why I could go out in the street and go anywhere and walk anywhere and just go anywhere. Because I don't have no fear of that shit. I done fought 1,000,000 times myself just within my household alone. Like, that's what boys do, right? So we did it. We fought till I grew big enough to handle myself. You feel me? So that's why I learned from. That's why I learned my discipline from, just being militant and not letting the motherfucker play you. That's really what it's about. It's about when people talk to you and interact with you, the respect that they give you or the disrespect that they give you, and how you gonna deal with that. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So that's my thing. So I learned from a young age how to operate, how to think, and how to be strong and get your respect and demand respect out here. Like, not nobody, I don't do that. Nobody gonna be playing with me. That's why I don't be doing all this rap shit, going back and forth. I don't do the social media shit back and forth with people. I barely even read that shit. When I put anything out there, it's for you to take that shit and go ahead, because I ain't got nothing to say. You feel me? I'm not like asking no questions like,
right,
DM me this, or, you know, answer this, or I just say what I say and keep it moving. I really just want people to know I'm alive. You feel me? Because sometimes they forget when they don't hear about you. They you know, they figure you somewhere washed up, or you ain't got no chance of survival, or whatever. I don't do all that.
Nah. Here we go.
Rocking and rolling. Yeah, and with this whole COVID shit too, man, it's just been, I'm a personal guy, so I never really was like about shit, people being in my shit. I never ever did no interviews in my house. I never did no MTV Cribs. I never did none of that shit. The only person I ever let in my house once was Vlad when he first started. I think I was his first interview. And he came to my house, and I was like, yo, you got to set the camera up right here on this wall.
Right. That's it.
Right. And this right here where I'm at, that's it. And we did that. He obliged. He was a cool guy about everything. You know, shouts to the boy.
Man, you seem to be in a really, really good space, Ed, man, a real comfortable space. Man. How did you get there with everything that's going on, man? How do you maintain people
Well, I've been
from
through
a mental
worse.
health perspective are not making it, right?
Okay,
So
well, this is a side op. So I've been through worse shit than this. This is nothing. The shit I go through with my kids alone is more disheartening than this bullshit. Government ain't got nothing for me. I don't watch TV. I don't listen to the radio. I don't do none of that shit. I don't care what they talking about. I'm here. Stay 6 feet away from me and stay the fuck off my property, and we gonna all be good.
simple as
Otherwise,
that.
we may not all be good.
For you, man, music is a soundtrack to our life. For you, what song best represents your journey up to this point, or what artist embodies your journey up to this point for you?
Man, shit, my shit more biblical. I don't know about no music. My shit more biblical. Y'all go read the Bible. Go read about the kid.
So let me ask you a question then. What scripture do you lean on when you really like, you know what? I'm about to go out here and armor myself up. What scripture do you take a peek at and meditate on?
I don't take a peek. I just know what I know. You know what I'm saying? I know what I know. One of the things I know is you have to you gotta give love, man. That's it. You gotta give love. If you give out love, you get back love. You put out hate, you're gonna get back hate. You know, and you gotta learn to forgiveness, because the people that's doing the offenses, sometimes it's beyond their comprehension, what they actually doing, the significance of it, how it affects others. You know, it's really, you have to understand everyone has their own belief system, and you have to respect that. Some people believe in different entities. You have to believe that. Some people believe in shit you cannot see, you know, shit you cannot understand or fathom, and you have to allow them to believe in that. You can't call them crazy. You can't say that your unproven facts are crazy. You have to allow them to live their truth in their world, in their mind. Everyone has their own world in their own mind. So my thing is about respecting everyone, regardless of how they view the world, their perspective. I just respect people as beings. The information they contain does not necessarily affect me or define me at all. So why would I care what somebody else think? You feel me? I might try to give them my perspective or my truth, but I'm not pushing. I'm not going to beg nobody. It's not for everybody. Some people, you know, like they got 5%ers. Why? Because only 5% going to get it, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So it's different. It's different areas out there where it's not for everybody. Not everybody's has an understanding or overstanding. You know what I'm saying? So you just have to know, even in the Bible, it says, it tells you a specific number of how many people is going to be saved, or, you know, and that kind of thing. And let me just put it like this. I'm not a religious person. I'm a spiritual person. So what I know comes from within me, and God sent through me. I don't have to listen to nobody to have common sense. I mean, I really don't. It's common sense now. I'm at the stage in my life where I have common sense. So you can really discern what the truth is just by doing your own due diligence, researching, and form an opinion. Like, for real, stop listening to like one source of media. You need to start doing research. I say stuff that I know is 100% true. Shit I've been knowing for over 20, 30 years. Since I've been, you know, having knowledge of self, or even the, you know, desire to learn outside of what school was teaching me. I never believed in what school was teaching me anyway. I thought they was dumbing shit down and really, you know, had it out for us. I think we've all been compromised already. I'm gonna tell you that too, because we all dying in our early ages of life. Middle ages is now the final age, like old age for us. You know how many people I know them pass in their 50s and 60s in the last year to 2 years?
Not supposed to happen.
Yeah, so I think we already been compromised. There's already been programs and things in place from before we had awareness of what type of deception was actually in existence. You feel me? So before we even knew shit was corrupt, shit was corrupt. They've been fucking with the weather for 100 years. 100 years they've been manipulating weather. And these is all facts. This is not no, this is paperwork. This is, this is documented. This is real shit. They've been manipulating weather alone just for 100 years. So that's before all of us was born. So how long do you think that they have been conspiring and doing other things to implement all the shit that's going on right now? Like, you know, sometimes you can, I seen Sherlock Holmes, man, sometimes you can orchestrate something to be scriptured or something to be prophesied. You know what I'm saying? It's really not that difficult. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure some things to come that I know that they're gonna try. But I'm gonna just chill, because every time I talk, people be like, yo, hey, blah, 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 blah. And then what happened? It come right out.
Right out.
I'll be like, look, here you go.
I told you. I gave you the heads up.
Right. And I'm ahead of my time anyway. Shit I made 30 years ago is like relevant today. You feel me? It's relevant to life today, to people's lives. And, you know, I think I'm just a little ahead of the curve, maybe. It's scary sometimes.
No, it can't be, man. But we appreciate it, man. This was amazing. I appreciate you even just giving us a few minutes of your time and dropping the gems that you dropped. Keep doing what you're doing, man. I'm here to continue to support. We love you.
No worries. I appreciate it. And I got a whole bunch of shit coming out, man, for real. Shout outs to my artist, City the Great. He's been, you know, just doing it up on the online. This is how we all been rocking. And he's coming out with his album. What I'm doing, I have Semedia. So Semedia is a media company, and music is one avenue in it. So I'm also doing what'll probably just be my last album, something that I want to give to the people just because. And then you know, I'll be putting out other artists as well as doing some other shit that I'm not going to talk about, but I'm gonna change the course of this whole history into my.
I can't wait.
I got some shit for the people, and it's not me alone. Like, some people be like, all right, sounds good, but they just don't get it. I'm working with teams of people to do some amazing stuff, and I can't wait. I'm gonna come back around, and I'm gonna have people with me, and then we'll do it that way.
No, I'm looking forward to it. I know you're doing a management thing, so as soon as the artists are ready and they're in place, ready for music to drop, we're gonna put it here. You guys heard it here first. That's Special Ed. This is June Archer. That's Mr. Archer and Mr. Archer on the same broadcast. It don't get no better than that. You heard what he says. No matter if you're religious or you're spiritual, find a way to have knowledge of self. And this thing that we're going through right now is really not much. Our ancestors have been through worse. So find a way to surround yourself with like-minded people and get your mind right. Some things are for you, some things aren't for you. But I can tell you this: take the gems that we learned from Special Ed today and apply it to your life, for you and your family and your loved ones. This is 50. Motivate you, the Winner Circle. Thank y'all for tuning in. Like it, love it, and be sure to tell somebody that you love them, because it may be the last time you get the opportunity to do so. Y'all keep it locked right here. Peace.